What's going on? How y'all doing? It's another week, another trip. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. For those of you that don't, I personally plan on traveling to all 50 states by the end of the calendar year of 2025. And I plan on doing so by plane, train, or automobile, and if I have to, walking over state lines. So, with that said, this week I went to the city of Phoenix in the state of Arizona. So, with that said, here in the next snippet, you can see leaving Denver, Colorado. We was at 67 degrees, which is not too bad for this time of the year. And then heading into Phoenix, Arizona, it was 89 degrees, though. Very toasty for sure. Phoenix is definitely very brown. Only green you want to see is from the golf courses from up above. But anyway, this is also the skyline from the airport there. So this is a Phoenix Sky Train. You take this train from the airport down to the Metro Light Rail, and you can take this Metro Light Rail not just to Phoenix, Arizona. You can actually take this to Mesa, Arizona, and Tempe, Arizona along the way too. So you can get three places done at once. Well, when I got down there, this is one of the first places I seen. It was the Symphony Hall. Just based on the name, I'll take it. It's kind of like a little concert hall and stuff like that. So I can't 100% guarantee it there. So this is the Phoenix Convention Center, and this is just so a random picture of one of those self-driving cars I took there. So if you know, you know. I like sports. I'm big on sports. So anytime I go, also try to go to another state. I try to go to any kind of sporting event along with that. So this was the Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks. The previous picture, that was a sports book, and then this picture right here, this was a restaurant that's attached to Chase Field. It's called Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers. And I think about this, what's interesting about this cold beer and cheeseburgers restaurant is there's a certain area when you're up in the restaurant, it overlooks the field of Chase Field, and it's like wide open. So they have like a, I'm not quite sure if certain times of the year is closed or not, but the window is open, it's wide open, so you can actually lean over, and you're actually kind of inside the stadium, leaning over, taking pictures and videos or whatnot while you sitting down there eating whatever you're eating. So it was actually pretty nice, a pretty interesting, nice little setup for sure. Um, I'll definitely go back and check it out, no doubt about it. Uh, with that said, you can't go to a game without getting some cheeseburgers and fries and something to drink. So that's what I did. But here's a little 360 before I left and started doing some more walking. After that, this is the Footprint Center, home of the Phoenix Suns, Phoenix Mercury, and Arizona Rattlers. Right here, this is the team shop. I did not go inside. Go Nuggets. The Yard, it's a milkshake bar. I actually went in there for a milkshake, but I ended up coming out with just a banana pudding ice cream cone. I couldn't pass up that banana pudding ice cream cone. It was actually pretty good, no doubt about it. So this is the Maricopa County Courthouse. Those of you who don't know, it's just definitely not a place to get in trouble in Maricopa County. I can tell you that. So another thing I like to do when I do travel, I try to go to all the state capitals that I can for that state. Sometimes they're not always in the major cities that you go to. They're actually way off in a totally different city you would never think it was in. So, but yeah, like with that said, so I walked from downtown Phoenix to the capital. It's not a very close walk. It's actually a nice little walk. It's not too far, but it's not close at all either. I can tell you that. So it took a little bit of minute. I did walk through some bad areas and some good areas, so I got a little bit of everything. But I kept on trucking for sure. But anyway, on the way to the Capitol, I stumbled across this spot here. It's called the Phoenix Point of Pride Memorial Plaza. I did not know about this. It just happened to, come across it, and it's like across the street from the state capitol. So what it is, it's a memorial of yesteryear, of different things of people from Arizona. So this memorial is all Arizona based, and it's a memorial of like firefighters, EMS personnel, peace officers, military, canine dogs, you name it. It's a memorial for all those involved in those professions, and it's only Arizona based. So it's like if you're from Arizona and you pass away in the line of duty, You was probably recognized in this memorial some way, one way or another for sure. So it was definitely interesting. I did not expect it. It's just an added to my walk, should I say. Um, it, it was pretty nice. It was definitely nice. I would say pretty nice. It was definitely nice. It was unexpected. I actually probably sat around taking pictures, reading different things about it for about a good hour, an hour and a half before I end up heading up to the Capitol itself. So definitely a lot of information that was out there, and very appreciative, and artwork and statues that came along with it for sure. So with that said, after I got done taking all these pictures, reading up on different things of yesteryear, I walked across the street to the Capitol. And as you can see here, this is me standing outside the Capitol here. Um, to the left over here, this is the state Senate. And if you were standing in front of the Capitol to the right, you have the House of Representatives. And then right ahead, that's the Capitol itself. So what's interesting about the Capitol here, it depends on what side of the Capitol you went into. So if you went in one side, you actually went into the Capitol itself. And then if you went in the other side, you're actually going into a museum. So it's a free museum, so you can go all these different kind of rooms, and it tells you about different kind of things of yesteryear. Like for instance, this is the Martin Luther King Civil Rights Day room. So you went in there, and it told you all kind of different things about Martin Luther King, what happened, how it happened, different artifacts, books, and all that stuff there. So it's pretty interesting. I did not expect that. Like I said, I did not expect that. So it's pretty nice, and plus it was free, so you can't beat free. And there's 4 floors, so each floor probably has probably about a minimum of about 10 rooms each. So it's pretty interesting information out there. So I did go into one room. It was a Buffalo Soldiers room, and I was just reading some stuff on the Buffalo Soldiers. I came across an article about the Ranger hat. And all these years, in my 44 years, I did not know the Ranger hat was created and made by the Buffalo Soldiers. So maybe you knew, maybe you didn't. I'm not afraid to admit that I did not know. So I found that pretty interesting that the Ranger hat was made and created by the Buffalo Soldiers. So, but several different rooms there for sure. Literally, it was maybe 45 minutes to an hour each floor. So I set up in this museum for about 3 or 4 hours for sure. Um, uh, I was kind of speechless of all the information I found in there. It was very real detailed and very laid out pretty well. So I have to give it up to the Arizona State Capitol for that one. Um, so this is the House chamber. So this is like an old setup of the House chamber back in the days. The wooden chairs, the wooden desk, and all that. So each desk had a nameplate on it. One was red, one was blue. Of course, you have the Republicans, the Democratic seating where they sat down and how they set it up. But there was one desk that didn't have one, so I'm not quite sure if that nameplate fell off or if that nameplate was missing for a reason. I told myself I was going to research it, but I never did. But anyway, after doing all that, I didn't want to walk back, so I stumbled across some Lime scooters. I never been on a Lime scooter before, so I got on one and hopped on one here downtown and got back on the train here to the airport. As you can see, I'm headed back to the airport here. I just took a quick picture of the background of the mountains there. But anyway, so a lot of people say these videos are too long. I mean, I'm a very thorough person, so these videos do tend to be pretty long. I could probably make a 10-minute video out of 1-minute conversation, but that's just me. So, but for those of you that did get this far and paid attention to the whole video, there's something special for you. So during my travels, I want to bring along or invite two other people within this next year here to share my travels with me. So whether you're traveling with me from Denver to another state, or I'm flying you out from your state to another state where I'm going to, I want to, give you the opportunity to do that. And that's going to be two separate trips and all that too. So stay along, keep on watching. Maybe it could be you. Maybe we meet up for lunch, dinner, breakfast, something like that. Have a day trip. But until then, you guys have a good one. Be safe. Happy travels.